So let's talk about the question that freaks people out. What transits most likely lead to death in astrology? Short answer: none. There isn't a planetary lineup that can tell you your expiration date. And anyone saying otherwise is selling fear, not insight. Here's why. First, death is a complex biological and social event. Even statisticians struggle to model it precisely. Expecting astrology to call the exact moment is beyond its scope. Second, data problems. We don't have accurate birth times for most people who've died. And selection bias runs rampant. People tend to cherry-pick charts that fit a story. Third, ethics. Predicting death creates anxiety and can become a self-fulfilling spiral of stress. Responsible astrologers don't do it. So what are people actually noticing when they think a death transit exists? Usually they're seeing patterns of intense change. Endings, grief, transformation. These aren't about your death. They're about how you experience cycles. Let me add nuance. Saturn contacting personal planets or angles can feel like weight and responsibility. Pluto aspects can bring deep transformation, power dynamics, and sometimes lost narratives, but also regeneration. Eclipses near your angles or luminaries can mark turning points and changes in roles. Progressed moon endings, like the balsamic phase, can highlight closure before a new chapter. Notice the language. Weight change, closure, transformation. None of that equals you're going to die. You can experience these cycles as moving house, ending a relationship, changing careers, grieving a loved friend, or shedding an identity that doesn't fit anymore. Also, context matters. Age, health, environment choices. If I see a heavy transit, I think in terms of support, better sleep, medical checkups, stress reduction, clearer boundaries, financial planning therapy if needed. If you're worried about death because of something you saw online, try this reframing. What is life asking me to release, and what wants to begin? That question turns ominous timing into agency. A quick myth bust. The 8th house isn't a death sentence. Shared resources, intimacy, debts, psychological depth, metamorphosis. The 12th isn't doom. Retreat, repair, behind the scenes work. Saturn return isn't disaster, it's maturity. So if someone claims, this eclipse means you'll die, ask for evidence, methodology, outcomes tracked across large, unbiased samples. You'll rarely get a solid answer because it doesn't exist. Death is universal, yes, but prediction isn't the point. Meaning is. And that, no transit can take away.